Hello and welcome to the Underhive. We are back with some more Bannerlord 1.7.0 Trials of the Seven Kingdoms. Now, as it goes, I don't normally like to start episodes with a bit of an explanation of stuff, because obviously it's going to turn off new viewers. But for those of you that have been waiting around, firstly, I will say I really appreciate it that you've stuck by me while there hasn't been Bannerlord content. So please, big thanks. Appreciate that. So, to give you an update as to where I've been with this. So firstly, the mod wasn't updated till the Saturday. I've got nothing against them. AAA developers can't manage to keep things on schedule. I can't blame somebody, which I think it's their side hustle rather than their main job. So I can't blame them for being a day behind. That's not the end of the world. However, I recorded 3 episodes on Sunday, so there would have been one up on Monday for you. Except for the fact that this version of the mod includes some new music. Now, previously, the music's been fine and actually quite good. I don't know if it is entirely original, but it didn't set off any warning flags with YouTube. I'm sure you can see where this is going. The 1.7 version of the mod includes copyrighted music. So, after I'd spent hours making and editing the videos, granted I only edited a couple of them, but yeah, YouTube was like, yeah, big no. We're gonna flag the shit out of this if you upload it. So I suggest you don't. So I didn't. So there was a series which I've then had to scrap because of course the character is then midway through. So we're here with another character now. So that was a lot of time wasted. And then in between that, basically it's a very rough mod at this stage for this particular patch. Certainly more unstable than it was for 1.6.4 in my opinion anyway. Certainly my experience of it. So not only did I have to fully uninstall the game and then reinstall the game, well, verify, but it's basically reinstalling the game, and then reinitiate the mod. I had to do it again to take the music out. I had to do it again because I was getting crashes and I didn't know if it was related to existing documents. I believe I deleted them already, but I wasn't sure because it creates a new documents folder when you initialize the game for the first time, after having deleted them. It saves general things like settings as well as save games. So it was unclear to me. I ended up having to restart it again. The issue still is there are assets in the mod that don't fully work and cause crashes now. Assets that I believe were in there previously, certain armors. Sadly, they are commonly used by the Riverlands. We are playing a Riverlands character. So in the series, which shall never air now because it's got copyrighted music in it, we're playing as a son of Walder Frey, because that was requested with a spear and crossbow. Couple of issues with that. Firstly, it was really hard to write a little bit of a story in there, to be honest, other than being a son of Walder Frey. I did do an intro, but I just can't face doing another one now, because I would have to pretty much do it again, because it includes a load of copyright music. Essentially, we were a son or we were a bastard. I wasn't really 100% by the end. And we pissed him off because we took troops out of his garrison to go and fight looters. Many of them were killed because we're an inexperienced commander and not a great fighter all told. And so he banished us or bastardized us. So if we were his legitimate son, we're now Rivers rather than Frey. Our name is Varlan Rivers. And yeah, the other issue there is that it was a lot of tournamenting, and to be honest, I wasn't sure it was my best content. But they have since patched the massive renown. I don't know whether that was like something I'd caused inadvertently, or whether that was just the way it was on the last patch for the previous series, but we were getting ridiculous renown. It's back to 3 per tournament, so it's going to be a while until we can get into a siege, probably for the best, because our guy here, he basically has no skills. So for those of you that have stuck around through that, thank you very much. I appreciate that. We will get into the information in a minute, but into the content in a minute. But I just felt I had to make that clear for you. But with that, I will say I don't hold the mod creator accountable for any of that. It's their mod. I'm using it for free. they're not beholden to me in any way. So I'm not for a moment being entitled and saying, oh, it should work my way. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And as it goes, taking the music out doesn't seem to have corrupted anything to do with the mod. So at least we can still play it, just not using the copyrighted music. So, our man, Valen Rivers. He has no skills at the minute. I kind of went for all athletics and then a few of the ones down here. So he's got a bit in one-handed, a bit in polearm. We're going to be going polearm and crossbow. Specifically, we are on foot with spear, not polearm, not a swinging polearm, a thrusting spear. Probably with shield. We're going to need it. But the issue is, right, these guys here, Ironborn Raiders mainly, but we've got a chief and a warrior. These guys are way better than the quality of troop we're going to be able to recruit. So if we went around and just recruited a load, we're going to end up in a position where we can't afford to pay their wages. Now, the likes of these three, I still feel like they're going to be reasonably well equipped. You know, shields, helmets, probably armor. They're going to be a lot better than the infantry we've got. I think even 10 to 1. 10 to 3, so like 3 to 1 odds. I think we'd still struggle. So we're going to have to make a little bit of money via tournaments first, then allowing us to recruit more of a force. We need to be careful not to run into anybody. It seems like they've increased the number of looters on the map, or, well, you know, replacing the various brigands with Westerosi brigands. So there are certainly a lot more hostile entities on the map, which I'm glad of. But on the other hand, they seem like they've really tuned up the looters versus the base game. The bandits I'm not too sure of because I haven't come across them, and the bandits are generally pretty decent, like mid-tier anyway. So the bandits, not so much of a concern, but the looters are tuned up massively compared to the quality of troop that you're talking about versus the base game. Now, playing permadeath, again, this is something I hold myself accountable to. It's not something that you have to do. And indeed, it's not the way the game is designed. So I can't fault them for tuning up the looters because it makes them relevant later into the game. You know, they could still pose you a threat if they outnumber you. However, that makes this a lot more difficult for us because, of course, playing permadeath, we can't afford to take any ridiculous risks, and this character in and of themselves is a ridiculous risk. Another issue is the fact that we are spear and crossbow means that our local riverman tournaments do not give us any experience for the desired weapons. Now, it does seem like that was a whiff. It does seem like anybody in this tournament, or rather everybody in this tournament, has their textures, which is good. But we will see slightly later on, I imagine, there may be some units where they are Rayman, essentially. They are a bald head, a cape, and fists. That's it. Because the other various textures involved no longer work. Let's move. Oh, he was going for me, wasn't he? Okay. Well, at least we're one-on-one. We are without a shield. But, of course, as we know, I am a veteran of the tournament. Did you see that parry, though? Did you see the parry? I do think you did, indeed. I think you're happy with that. Don't worry, mate. You've only got to one-shot him now. You've only got to one-shot him. He did it. Good work, lad. Right in the face. 61 blunt damage. Me and the Western Bowman. It's Bills at dawn. Big Bills. Here to play every day. That was a whiff, mate. In these circles, we call that a whiff. Winner! Splint braces. Beautiful. Vambraces, rather. So we're going to be wearing those because we need them. I can sell my Norse hatchet because that's not a valid weapon for this here archetype. So let's have a look what we've got here. We've got any cross bezel? Doesn't look like it. Oh, we do. We do. In fact, we will buy one now. The thing is, because I'm bound on foot, might as well just take standard if you deal more damage, haven't we? But yeah, because I'm... Oh, right, we've already got one. Never mind. Because I am bound to the archetype of being on foot, I can't really cheese crossbow on horse. That is what I would do. I could definitely cheese looter's crossbow on horse. Because the bottom line is, if you run out of ammo, you can just retreat and come back. That's what I was doing with the throwing guy previous. So you can solo groups. The issue is if you've got any units, they get killed. So it's a fine strategy to use solo. And I'm thinking I might try and do a solo character at some point. And like, obviously we'll have to join a faction. We're never going to be, we're never going to be anything to speak of on our own. But I think that might be fun. So maybe we'll do that at some point in the future. But for now, we're still on with the tournament. We'll take it. We've got to take every tournament we can right now. We need to make a few grand, really. Spear upgrade. That's nice to begin with. We will be smelting down the other one, but we're going to hope to get a few more levels and upgrade smithing. Oh, you bastard! You weren't aiming at me whatsoever, and it came around. You'll have to wake up earlier than that, mate. Good work, boys. Good work. Now, I'm surprised that all... there we go. There we go. Now, that guy's got a helm at least. So it isn't all the helms, but it's like some of the helms and some of the outfits are just not right. Oh, wow. Big axe whack. Come on, mate. You go forward. Take the arrow. Good work, fella. One right in the chin. I knew he'd have me on the speed there. But our mate got us through. As soon as I let rip on that swing, I was like, oh, he's coming from the same side. He's going to be quicker. Because I've got no talent whatsoever with any of these weapons, really. Any weapon physically available to mankind, I am bad at. Not me personally. As you well know, I am an absolute unit. But our man Varlin has got something left to be desired, I think is fair to say. So we can now upgrade our spear at least. That is considerably better. I'm going to move those down because we're going to want a shield at some point. So we're going to keep hold of the spear. We're probably going to need to do about 5 tournaments. Oh, I like that the hideouts have a little castle location. Because that looks more fitting to what the layout was of the hideouts in this particular mod. So I like that. I did like the layout, even though the AI like really bugged out and didn't know what to do. That could be fixed as a result of the siege AI and stuff like that. But we're going to need to do like another 5 arenas before we start making money because we need to. Okay, these can get sold. They'll make. I could sell them, or I could make some smithing. Oh, you bastard! Ducking down at the right moment. I could make some smithing headway with them instead. Oh, he's done it to me twice. What an absolute unit. Okay, we're going to have to get in with this boy because we're dead otherwise. Oh, you utter bastards. The lot of you. Are we reloaded? We're not. Come in. Oh, Lord, he coming. Oh, you bastards. Oh, I mean, here he is, look. Rayman. Here he is, look. There you go. I mean, Lannister ghosts. He's happy, though, isn't he? Yeah, we're out. That is a shame, because I think I handled myself fairly well, other than cocking up the old crossbowmanship. But to be honest, I don't think my crossbow misses affected the fight at all. We'd have killed one of those dudes, but, you know. I've got to say, my my unshielded parrying has been on point today. Not always the case. I've heard about issues with the crag, so we're going to steer clear of the crag. Go over to Casterly Rock if we can. Oh, cheeky looters. Again, if only I had a horse, I would be willing to fight them. You've got to remember this when you ask for an archetype. You've got to remember you're controlling the way the series goes. Got to think ahead. Let's have a look here. Oh yeah, we didn't even win them, did we? I mean, I'll not get a lot for that. I'll take the 46. Yeah, it's going to be a while till we're smithing anyway. We'll, chances are by that point we'll be able to make the resources. The resources aren't really the issue. Once you can kill looters, you'll get a decent amount. Now, if we see anybody fighting, we will jump in. Oh, okay then. Maybe we can work something out, mate, because I want you to let Valen go. Because unfortunately, mate, and I am going to have to pinch pennies on this. 143 is the magic number. There you go, mate. On your way. Enjoy your evening. Oh, you bastards. No. I clicked the wrong thing. We're going to let me off with that. They didn't fight me. They just grabbed me and dragged me off. We're not counting that as a death. I meant to pay the bribe and I didn't. This is a cheat around the bribe if you want to. If you've got no mens, then there's, you know, essentially we got away from that scot-free. But yeah, we need to be really careful on the map. The horse would buy us that protection, but it is what it is. Okay, we're going in Raventree Hall. If we can start racking up a bit of wealth here, that would be brilliant. Rough scale helm. Well, we're going to be wearing this if we win it. Here he is. Come on then, matey boy. At least you've got a body.
You bastard!
Oh, I'm in quicker, and that was right across the nose. There's some rhinoplasty right there. Free of charge. You too, mate. Bang. Both in the head. Human shield. Down the side. I think he got hit with the shaft because he was shoved into my attack. Kill the infantry first. I don't mind taking an arrow or two if I have to. He doesn't seem to want me. Well, I want him. Rivellin's House Guard. On guard, I say. Oh, he's a Rayman. They don't look as Raymanish from front on because the cape makes it look like it's just a black outfit, but it's definitely not. Oh, he got me there on the speed. I'm not as technically adept as him. I should have waited for the block. Well, this is an exhibition of 1v1 duelmanship in Bannerlord, if nothing else. And I've got to say, I think we're getting the better of it, given that we are a pleb and they are accomplished warriors at this stage. So I think we've plenty to be going home with our head held high about. Oh, you bastard! I thought I'd just gonna nip past. Look, boys, you're all costing me an arm and a bloody leg here. I'm going to have to penny pinch again, fellas. I apologise for this, but I can only give you the bare minimum, you know what I mean? So, what money we have made, we have immediately binned off again by running into bloody traitorous lootery types. Anything at High Garden for me? Don't seem like it, does it? Let's have a look what the Empire's got. Evenfall. Thank the Lord for a tourney. Thank the Lord. Okay. Well, we'll take some reach armor. Anything is a bonus. We've only got a little tassely sort of pallid number at the minute. I'm not the quickest with this sword, mate, but if you give me an opening like that, I'm going to write you off. Come, horse, come! Power! To the face! Just to point out for you, we are. I can't edit the options. We are on the normal Bannerlord difficulty with just the additional movement, given that we're permadeath. So we're not taking any additional advantages. We're on Bannerlord as normal. I'm just that good. I'm not a crossbow bowman, so we will not use it. Why he threaded the needle and hit me right in the face? What a bastard! I mean, we're out here. I mean, he might do it. It's... How did you die to a man with no shield? Like, when they picked me out, like a postage stamp from 100 yards, and you think it's acceptable to go down when you've got a shield. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. So we're going to go with the last one in athletics. From now, pretty much everything else is going in smithing till it's maxed. I mean, that was partly on me, but to be honest, like, you'd have expected that knight to do a bit better than that, wouldn't you, really? Okay, we've got one in King's Landing. Here we go. This is for all the marbles. We're going home with 50 grand and a new Mercedes. Because this is the capital city. Well, that'll be cash. Can you make that one out to cash, please? Also, the Kingsguard boots don't exist, so... Kingsguard don't have feet at the minute. Again, let me know what you think. Is this too scuffed? Should we just be waiting? Or should we carry on nonetheless? Do you enjoy the tournament so much you're willing to see them? Even though people haven't got feet, and even though looters are stealing every penny I have? Or would you rather us do something less scuffed? Come on, mate. Play the game. Play the game. Let's go 2v2. Let's be clever about this. We're both outnumbered. But I am not now. Thank you, sir. I will only mildly feedback you a little bit. And you, sir. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if we can make our way over to the horseman in a sort of stealthy manner. Right. You won't expect this coming. He's too quick for me. Can't catch him. Come back, Kingsguard. You bastard, he saw me. My stealth, please. Oh, he's on my team. That's why he's not attacking me. Big red dot above his head. Yeah, you're not going to get me like that, man. Right, come on, between us. Nice. Now that is teamwork right there, my friend. Going for it again. Got to do sneaky stabbings. Yeah. Don't crouch. I knew we were through there, but don't crouch. I will bang one throwing spear just because I like them. And I just love to watch it going in. It's PG-13 show, guys. Damn, right in the face. I'm quicker than a Kingsguard, though. Which is pretty tasty. I mean, that'll be more to do with me having really light armor than my skills so far. But... Okay, that was unfortunate. So, I decided to start recording lossless. And I run out of space on my computer. What we've recorded so far there at lossless is 100 gigabytes. For like, what, 20 minutes? So yeah, I'm not going to be recording at lossless anymore then. Because I had to delete some games to be able to carry on. So that's not very good. So as it goes, I apologise we missed a little bit of that tournament there because I had to cut. But you didn't miss much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time in the Underhive.